Today, 3 years ago, the best version of the World Cup started in Qatar in 2022. Like today, 3 years ago, finally, the World Cup smiled at Lionel Messi and decided that Leo will win the World Cup. The best tournament of the World Cup kicked off in Qatar on November 20th, 2022. The first opening game was between Qatar and Ecuador. Ecuador was able to beat Qatar in their own land 3-0, and after that we've seen the best football we have ever seen in the World Cup. In this tournament, we have seen a lot of surprises. We have seen for the first time ever African nation and Arab nation, Morocco, make it to the semi-final. They made it to the semi-final. They were able to knock Spain, very strong nations, very strong teams like Spain, like Portugal. They were able to beat Belgium. They were able to beat a lot of strong teams. And they were able for the first time ever in their history to make it to the semi-final. In this tournament, we have seen Argentina back to the stage, back to be the world champions again. We have seen them, even though they lost their first game against Saudi Arabia. It was a big surprise. Nobody expected that to happen. But after that, they slowly got back into that champion performance, that champion form. And they kept beating teams. They kept going forward, moving forward towards the final. And in the final, we've seen the best final of the World Cup ever, between two strong teams, between France and Argentina, between two strong legends, two big legends. Obviously, Leo Messi, the best players in the history of football, and Kylian Mbappé is the best player in France, is the best player in the tournament at that time, and he was the top scorer of the tournament, and he was just doing a fantastic job in that tournament. So we saw a very, very strong game between the two teams, the two players, and Argentina was leading 2-0 until like the 79th minute to the 80th minute, when Kylian Mbappé got a penalty and he was able to score the first goal for France. Not too long after that, within a few minutes, he scored the second goal in a magnificent way for the game to become a draw and go to the extra time. And in the extra time, Messi scored again for Argentina, and then Mbappé scored again for France. And it was a very, very tough game, It was very equal, very tough. Everybody was playing so good, and then, in the last minute of the extra time, in the 120th minute, Thuram, the French striker, missed a big chance. He was just face to face with the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper Martinez at that time was able to save Argentina from concealing a goal in the last minute that was going to cause Argentina to lose the World Cup and France to be the champion. And then after that, they went to penalties, and then Argentina has a very good goalkeeper. He was able to save Argentina from a couple of penalties, and then Argentina was able to win the World Cup for the first time in a long, long time. First time for Leo Messi, and that was the only tournament he needed to have a football career like no one else. Qatar showed us a lot of quality in organizing that tournament, from the opening ceremony that reflected the Qatari identity, the Arab identity, and everything was so modern. All the stadiums were new. Everything in the country was new. Qatar spent more than $220 billion to build all of these new stadiums, to build all of their metro underground, systems, all transportation. Everything was very new. Qatar is one of the safest countries on earth. So all the fans who went to Qatar to watch the games were so happy about what they have seen in there. They felt safe. They're enjoying the World Cup with no concerns. And when we were talking technically, it was the best World Cup ever. We've seen football like no other tournament. From the opening game, from the group matches, the group stage matches, from the round of 16, the round of 8, from the semi-finals to the final, we've seen the best final ever in Qatar in 2022 between Argentina and France. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like my video and keep watching me. And I'm gonna leave you here, guys, with some of the best moments of the World Cup in Qatar 2022.
Let's go. Hoy mi gente viene aquí a celebrar. Todos nos vamos a quedar hasta el final. Digan si sienten el amor que quieren dar. Como una ola que nadie puede parar. Tonight, east to west, high and low, up and down, up and yo. Avoir tout fait, tout dit, qu'on réalise que le bonheur est dans des choses bien plus subtiles. De bon augure comme un salam ou un sourire. C'est évident qu'on atteindra le toit du monde de tous unis. East to west, high and low, up and down, up and yo. East to west, high and low, it's going down. Aquí en Qatar, la gente bailando no para. Un gol, un penal que cambió el panorama. El juego, la fiebre viviendo en tu sala. El deporte, la música, dime ahora que no para. Souvenir de moi, j'ai fait des kilomètres. Les yeux pleins d'étoiles, avec la main sur le cœur. Garde un souvenir de moi, j'ai fait des kilomètres. Les yeux pleins d'étoiles, avec la main sur le cœur.